Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. I appreciate each and every one of you. I am so grateful to have you and for you to return back to my channel. Please don't forget to click like and subscribe if you like my content. And if you are new to my channel, welcome. I'm so grateful to have you and thank you so much. So again, welcome to Coach Paula Diamond Speaks. Our topic today, don't settle for less. Don't settle for less. It doesn't matter if it's a relationship, a job, a friend, situationship, career. If it does not make you happy when it's all said and done, do not settle for less. That means there is something much more for you. So I got my notes here if you see me looking to the side and all that kind of stuff. So don't settle for less. Just, first of all, you have to get it through your very being that you deserve the best. And sometimes a lot of us don't grow up with that mentality, or it wasn't taught to us that you deserve the best. Don't settle for anything less than your best. First, accountability to yourself and for yourself, and then to others as whatever you are involved in, career, job, marriage, situationship, relationship, friendship, whatever it is. Don't settle for less. Don't settle because it does not help you in the long run. It does not elevate you in the long run. When you begin to settle is another word or a definition for giving up. So whatever you do in life, don't settle. Any aspect of your life, don't settle. Be willing to take risks. Be willing to take risks that serve your highest good. Now, we know the choices that we make in life have consequences and so on and so forth. So you must evaluate, and you must, talk to your higher power, the Most High God, whoever you want to call the name you want to use. But you got to be willing to take risk, and you got to be courageous, as well as you got to want more for yourself. And if you are unhappy in any kind of situation, in anything, if you feel that you are settling for just because, then what you're saying to yourself is that you're not worth it. You're not worthy of more or better. And more does not mean materialistically. More means your integrity, your dignity, your honor to yourself. That's the more. Because materialistic things, that as long as you willing to work, as long as you willing to get out there and do something and not be lazy, materialistic things will come. But this is morally, this is more integrity and self-love and self-care and self-worth. And if you have self-love, self-care, and you love yourself enough in life, and you are ambitious and you want more in life, you will not settle. It doesn't matter how long you've been in a relationship. It doesn't matter how long you've been holding on to a job, to a career, to a friend, to some friendship, or even family relationships. Sometimes you gotta not settle and let them go as well. You have to look within yourself and do some introspective work on yourself, and decide within your mind, body, and spirit that you choose not to settle. You choose not to settle because in this lifetime, You desire to be happy. You desire to live a life full of joy, peace, abundance, prosperity, all of the things that you feel you deserve and you desire, and you have every right. You have every right to it, because God says, the divine says, the Most High says, I come that I give you life and that you may have it more abundantly. So if we're going to believe somebody in this lifetime, we might as well believe him. Because if you're anything like me and you have been in situations where no one has been around you, everything has left you, and only the Creator was there, and he lifted you up and let you know that no, you will not settle. I'm going to bring you up out of this and you will rise above. So whatever it is that you may feel that you're settling about or for, I encourage you to please grasp your strength. Get your mojo back, baby, and find the courage to live. That's what it boils down to. You either, in this life, you have two choices. You either live or you die. And I don't mean physically, it's also spiritually. You live or you die spiritually. And one good way to surely die spiritually is to settle. Because settling, what that will end up doing, settling for less, well, what happens is later on in life, you will regret. You will be on your deathbed, your physical deathbed, and you will have regrets. Who wants to leave this planet that way? Now, so many people do, but I would hope that this video helps someone to turn their life around and to be willing to go through the things, because no one said it's going to be easy. You know, it's called life. It's not going to be easy, but we have a higher power that is with us, that will never leave us. And he says, fear not, for I am with you always. He means that thing. He really does. I'm sure each and every one of you have had some kind of experience with that. He will never leave you. And I just want to quote just a couple other scriptures as far as like no weapons formed against you shall prosper. So if no weapons formed against you shall prosper, then why should you settle? Why should you settle for less? Why? You're not less. You're so much more. So embrace that. Embrace that and don't allow yourself to settle. You were born a winner. So you were meant to win at this thing called life. You're going to go through some challenges. You're going to have to grow. You're going to have to do some things to win, because nobody just gets on the track and field and just all of a sudden, bam, you just at the goal line and you done won. No, you got to get there. You got to hustle. You got to run. You got to outrun everybody else beside you to get to the finish line. That's how you win. It's the same thing with life. There's things we're going to have to go through. There's challenges that we're going to have to build. We're going to have to go through what we got to go through to win at this thing called life, and to never allow yourself to settle for anything less. Navigate through life. Just navigate through it, through the ups, the downs, the whirlwinds, and all of that. Steer that baby. Steer it as steady as you possibly can. And if for some reason it curves off to the left or curve off to the right or whatever, then call on your higher power. Say, help me steer this wheel, because I am determined to not settle. I am more than a conqueror. I am the head and not the tail. I am the lender and not the borrower. You were created for not mediocrity. You were created for best, not mediocrity. That's not you. That's not how you were born. That's not how you came into this world. Mediocrity is not for you. It's not for any of us. mediocrity. You're so much more. But a lot of times we have to go within ourselves and and be real with ourselves and be truthful with ourselves. And sometimes we have to separate ourselves from other people, because there's people out there that will convince you to settle. How many times have we always heard, oh, that's too much for you, or you can't do that, or why don't you just stay here, or you went to school to be a lawyer, but that's not what you really like, and that's not your purpose. Why don't you just settle and just be a lawyer, instead of really going and taking a risk for something more that is going to make you happy? So don't allow other people to make you and convince you to settle as well for less, because there's always chatter all around you. And there's always people that are always trying to get you to settle for less too. And you have to know when to make a decision and make a choice and say no, and follow your heart. Follow what you feel is best for you. Your intuition and your heart will never steer you wrong. I just don't believe it will. And then, I believe in prayer. I believe in meditation, and, patience. Sometimes you got to give things time to reach its place for you to be able to step into what you need to do to make sure you don't settle. So let me pause right here for just a minute and and say, if you like my content, I hope this video is really helping someone and resonating with someone, because I would hate to think that any of my beautiful people that are out there, that you would just settle for less than what you truly are. And I can't tell you enough that you are beautiful, you are amazing, and you are capable of doing anything you put your mind to. And if you like my content, please click like, and don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe and support your girl, Coach Paula Diamond Speaks. I'm here for you. I like to speak on things that's through my experience. A lot of you may know that I was in a long-term marriage, almost made it to 4 decades, almost. But unfortunately, I chose not to settle. And was it difficult? Yes, indeed it was. Yes, indeed it was. But I refused to settle. I choose to live. I learned how to embrace my self-love, my self-worth, and every day is a process. Every day is a process. I'm always growing. I'm always learning. And, I know in this life, we only have one. We only have one. I don't know what happens in the afterlife. And I don't know what happened before I came. But I do know while I'm here now that it is up to me and it's up to you to make our choices and to sit in the driver's seat of our life and figure that thing out to the best of our ability. And it's okay that we don't have all the answers. I don't believe that we were meant to be here and to have all the answers. How is that possible? Maybe that's why it's not a book on life, because everybody's experience is different. Everybody's journey is different. Everyone has a story, and everyone's story can help someone. God did not, the divine, the creator, he did not pick people that were already polished and were just so considered perfect. No, he took the imperfect, the imperfection, and they had a purpose, and they didn't think Moses, Moses, I know Moses for sure, but there were others, Abraham, there were so many others, that just didn't think that they were good enough to do the purpose, to live God's divine purpose for their life at the time. Moses didn't think his speech was good enough. He had a speech impairment. But what did God do? He helped by giving him Aaron. So we're not here to have all the answers. We're not supposed to have all the answers. However, we are supposed to be courageous. He says, be fearless, be courageous, have a strong mind and trust him, because in this life you just can't go by all the time what you see, what you feel, what you taste, what you hear. You just can't. Some things are bigger than all of us put together. And that's real talk. So when it's like that, and that's part of not having all the answers, is when things are beyond us. And that's okay. That's okay. We are still not supposed to settle for less just because we do not know. We're not doing that. We are not supposed to do that. We are to find courage and to go within our truth, our authenticity of who we are, and find out what we need to do and what is best for us and what makes us happy. Because in this lifetime, I'm sure a lot of us have been through so much hurt, trauma, pain, discouragement, and just so many challenges, disappointments, and things in life where some have given up. Some just say, you know what, forget it. I'm just going to stay here. I'm just going to ride this on out. Well, I don't encourage you to do that. What would your life be if you chose not to settle 5 years from now? Think about that. Even 2 years from now, 3 years from now, even 1 year. If you chose not to settle, what would your life be like? It's almost like you have to look at it like it's an adventure. Take life as an adventure and know that if you've been through some rough, hard times before and come through them, some way, somehow, between you and the Creator, it works out. It will be figured out. You will be okay, because greater is He that is in you and me than he that is in this world. So I want to kind of leave it at that right now, for now. And again, if you like this content, I ask that you please subscribe and click like. I appreciate each and every one of you that come back and check out my videos and support my channel. I love you so much. And together, we're going to get through this. Together, we are going to get through this thing called life, with challenges that try to break us, that try to hurt us, that try to put us in a situation that we crawl up in a corner and afraid to just break loose. We're going to figure this thing out together. Yes, because I know, me being 59, I'm not 59 for no reason. It doesn't mean I haven't been through some things. And same with you. It doesn't matter how old you are. You've been through some things. You've been through some things that let you know that you're going to be okay. As this one statement that I heard a while back, all is well and unfolding as it should. Just be patient with yourself. Take your time. Believe in yourself. Trust yourself. Go within and get on a spiritual journey. Meditate and pray and ask God to give you strength to just even get to know yourself better, so you won't just accept things in life that's thrown out at you. That you will love yourself enough to not settle for less. Why? Because you deserve the best. So let me read this to you. I had said it earlier, but let me just say it one more time. Where will you be in 5 years if you don't settle? Think about that. Write it down. And just write some things down underneath it. Meditate on it and let it resonate with you. In 5 years, where will you be? If you're in a situation right now where you're settling, where will you be in 5 years if you choose not to settle? Where will you be if you choose to settle in mediocrity? In mediocrity, where where will you be if you choose mediocrity, dysfunction, bitterness, etc.? Where will you be? Because that's what settling leads to, because it's a form of giving up. And when you give up, that misery comes with that. You will miss who you were created to be. And you don't want to do that. They say the greatest gift in life is when you discover your purpose while you're here. So one way to make sure that you discover your purpose and discover why you were here is to never settle. Always keep growing. Always look for the betterment in yourself. Keep polishing yourself. Keep studying. Keep doing all the things in life that makes you a better and greater person and a better and greater version of you. Because as long as you do this, and it's step by step, day by day, baby steps. Babies do not come out, start walking. It just don't work like that. There is a process. As a friend of mine used to say, there are levels to this thing, and they are, trust and believe, there are levels to this thing. You just can't come out and just start walking. That's not going to happen. So be patient with yourself. Don't settle for less for nobody. Believe, trust, and believe that God has you in the palm of his right hand. He has you, and he will never let you go. He haven't let you go yet. He's not going to do it. What makes you think he's going to do it now? He's not. But you gotta lean toward being obedient. You gotta be obedient. You gotta be able to go within so you can listen and hear what he's saying. And in order to do that, you gotta block out noise. And in order to block out noise, you gotta sometimes bag up from people. You gotta block it out. Be in this world, but not of this world. Come from up out of her. Come from up out of it. To just tap into who you are and what you were here for, and to make sure that you don't settle. Just do your part. I guarantee you, if you just do your part at not settling in life, then God, the divine, the most high, Yah, will do the rest. Because you, my friend, you deserve the best. I love you so much. I really hope this video helps somebody. You mean the world to me, even though I don't know everybody that watches my channel and that's maybe watching this video. But you are amazing. You are so much more than a lot of times the negativity that's in our minds are repetitively telling us. Use affirmations, I think they work, affirmations of, embedding things of positivity into your life, positive thoughts, positive words to yourself, because a lot of us grow up in life where I find a lot of negativity has kind of taken more place, more override our life more so than positivity. So part of growth and stepping into our better version and the baby steps is knocking out the negative, punching out the negative with the positive and saying, hey, you are not going to take over here. You have no place here, because I choose to not settle for less, because I deserve the best. And that, my friend, I leave with you. I love you so much. You are more than a conqueror. No weapons formed against you shall prosper. And I love you. And keep God first, and always keep your head up. Until next time, Bye for now.